basically, we have a week 3 match coming up between Zinithin, who can never do anything normal. He is not a normal player, on team Coil Nova Game Over, versus Mr. Grinchy on team Saul's Angels. And my booster's not turning on. It says waiting for game to start. The game did start. Let's try restarting it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got a game. So Zinithin is doing his patented weird-ass build, which is basically he's going to try and go for a relatively early tier 2. I mean, there is the option of him, like, all-inning. He does do that sometimes as well. But the fact that he's trying to save all the wood, I think, is the indicator that he's probably going for... Yeah, he's probably going tier 2. Probably going for the Necros. Grinchy is someone who always prepares. I don't know how you exactly prepare for this, to be honest. Like, probably theory crafting more than anything else, because you're never going to get someone who can do what he does. But Grinchy clearly is up to something. I don't think of Grinchy as a tavern player. I got to be honest. I always think of Grinchy more as a main... Like, he plays every single hero, but I don't ever feel like... If you ask me about Grinchy, it's like, I can't tell you if he's a DH spammer. He's not. Like, he goes Warden, he goes Keeper. I rarely see Priestess of the Moon. But Tavern? No, that's not how I would describe Grinchy. So he must have something in plan. I don't know what that is. Does he counter the DR by going his own DR? Does he go Firelord? Is he... It looks like he's trying to Expo. That should have been the indicator right there, honestly. Okay, so we got the DR. We got Firelord. Okay. Firelord versus DR. So, Grinchy's going to have a good early game. You know, you can do a lot with a Firelord early. It's pretty ridiculous the way the splits come through at times.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Zinithin just runs right in to tank all the shots and the suck off. Now, Grinchy has not picked his first skill yet. So I'm thinking fire spawns, right? Lava spawns. But maybe Grinchy's going for the silence. Maybe that's why he's holding it. He thinks that the Dark Ranger might be coming across, so he wants to silence the Dark Ranger, prevent the suck, and take him out. But Zinithin has other plans. I said a quick tech, which he is. But it looks like during the quick tech, he's also considering expoing. Honestly, I've been kind of liking this a little bit more, but... Alright, we did get it. I think Grinchy might have been saving it just in case he got, like, Tower Rush. Or maybe it was a mistake, but now he does have Lava Spawn. And he is right outside, and he sees what's happening. The detonate is pretty big. It takes out some skellies. That's some free XP. Talisman of Evasion, not bad. You know, he'll take less damage while he is just sitting there sucking either the Firelord or the Archers. But here we go. He's going to have to get these towers up. He cannot let these towers go down, or he's basically going to give up on the Expo, I think, for now. Grinchy just moves out of the way of the suck. So he didn't even really have to use the silence or anything like that. Which he didn't have. Okay. Anyway. I'm so concentrating like at the lava spawn, I didn't think about the other stuff.
A player's forces are under attack.
So I thought Grinchy might early expo. I mean, I guess it's not the best for someone. Like, he is expoing early, but not like what I was thinking when I saw the Ancient of War there. I thought it might be super early. I guess a super early expo versus someone like Zinithin is not a good idea because he is one to just rush you, right?
A player's forces are
And
under attack.
Yinvar says Zinithin practiced hard versus Warden on this map. I don't blame him. Grinchy is definitely a Warden user. But I am surprised that he decided not to rush. Well, maybe he did plan on it, a potential rush. But then Saul wasn't Warden. Like, you don't rush a Fire Lord. So, I'm not sure what Zinithin's plan is right now.
Forces are under attack.
Maybe he didn't feel confident keeping this Expo alive, so he just kind of abandoned hope on it. And instead used his wood, because he doesn't have enough wood right now. Anyway, just attack, get a second crypt, get his graveyard. Maybe that was also part of the problem. He didn't have his graveyard yet. I don't know exactly why, but he definitely abandoned hope on the Expo. Meanwhile, Grinchy's Expo is up. It just has a long, slow walk to get there.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm kind of curious. Like, Grinchy's... Okay, I'm just going to say it. Grinchy, I'm sorry. Grinchy's MMR is ass, and it's always, like, ass, but Grinchy has beaten easily 1,600 MMR players, especially when he does go Warden. I've seen it. I laugh at it. It's funny, because it's not me dying for once to a Warden. So, I don't even know what Zinithin's MMR is right now. It might not even look fair on paper, but it is... Depending on where Zinithin... Because Zinithin's MMR has gone up to like 1,600 before, but I think sometimes he drops as well. But, you know, it's kind of a lie. Zinithin's up there with his wonky strats, but so is Grinchy. Alright, so Zinithin sees what's happening. He knows about this right here. The Naga with the Fire Lord is going to be interesting. He doesn't have AoE to deal with, like, the Garg play that's coming out. Okay, the one Garg, unless he... two Gargs. Maybe he's not going... I mean, he's going for the Expo now. We're going to have to see what he plans on doing. It is going to be a little bit hard to deal with Gargs if they get into a large amount due to the heroes Grinchy picked. That being said, lava spawns... You can't fight lava spawns straight up. The Gargs will die. So, we'll have to see. AOW goes down, but, you know, he doesn't really care about that at this point. He would like to keep it alive just to finish the creep, but whatever. And the benefit of going solo hero is his DR is already level 4.
The town is under siege.
Ooh, Grinchy buys a Shredder. But he might have to use that Shredder just to fight now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nope, he's not bringing it. The AP is going to go down. And there you go. That was this right here, Soul Burn. You cannot cast spells, attack for less damage, and will take damage over time. It's kind of a good counter to a DR. I did not see this. I didn't even bother looking. Zinithin got a goddamn CL second. Who does that? Alright, this is like a reverse Nortrikar. I mean, Grinchy really does not want to let this Expo go down. He might want to pull the Shredder. That's what I was saying from the beginning. Maybe pulling the Shredder with the archers. I mean, the CL would have still ruined his time, but Shredder does a ton of damage. He could also dispel some of these minions, dark minions. Alright, he does not have enough for another Impale. He's just going for it the good old-fashioned way. He's gonna get it. Cancels the Expo. How much is he gonna lose for this, though? That's the question. And honestly, not a lot. So now Zinithin has an Expo to Grinchy's no Expo. And he's going for the BBDs. He's going for the double BBDs. Oh, shit. Is that a mistake or is that on purpose? Did he want double orb? Because I know Grinchy. He loves it. Okay, it is. It's probably on purpose. I thought at first maybe he didn't make a second Ancient of Lore, and he built an Ancient of Wonders, but I have a feeling Grinchy just wants orbs. And it's a lot easier to buy orbs when you have an Expo, which he doesn't. So it looks a little janky. Oh, no. Alright, he realizes it. He goes back to pick it up. Grinchy loves his orb play. When I was saying earlier, like, yeah, he's known, you know, like, he could go Keeper. It's because he loves going, like, Keeper into Naga, into, like, Priestess of the Moon, and going 3 orbs. The amount of damage that deals out is intense. But his plans got ruined. That Expo going down was not part of the plan, I assure you. I don't think that was part of his ideal situation, let's put it that way. So the double shop is really only valuable for the orbs because the orbs have such a long time like to come back. Grinchy thought he'd be swimming in money right now. He would have 2 orbs, maybe 3. I'm not sure when he bought the first one exactly. But now he has to make a choice between 1, getting orbs or units, and 2, does he want to do that? So, I mean, Zinithin can't really ask for much of a better start. The CL definitely... Oh, that's dirty. I approve. He does not... Okay. Grinchy may quit after this. And I don't mean that in a mean way or a bad way. But this is gonna... Unless Zinithin fucks it up. Both of these sat, and he's not. He already saw the time. It was too close. This is gonna die. 2 of these kill it, unless he has 7 armor. He doesn't have the upgrade. You don't even want to look. Grinchy saw it coming as well. And that is so much gold Grinchy has put into double Expo. And the crazy part is, Zinithin planned that time perfectly. It's a big investment for Zinithin, don't get me wrong. But, being that he's had the Expo for so long, he has mined like 2,000 more gold right now than Grinchy ever did from his. He can afford it. He's just going ghouls, more ghouls, and BBDs. How much is the sapper? I think it's like 215 gold and like 100 wood. So it's pretty expensive, especially if like you buy it, you know he has 2 armor, and then in the middle he gets 7 armor, and you just wasted it all. I've done that. It feels bad. Total luck on the Night Elf side that it happens in the middle, but there are risks to it, or that it just gets jacked, right? Because he doesn't know exactly where Grinchy was, but now you can just see the amount of damage that's being put out. I don't think Grinchy can deal with this. He had to insta staff because you know what? These Frostworms were about to delete his hero. And he has to insta TP because again, you know what? These Frostworms are about to delete his hero. It's 47 food, 50 food to 77 food. But one of them is an MG, that is 7 food. Ugh. This is just painful. Unless you're an undead. So, Zinithin came in prepared. Grinchy came in with a plan too. Unfortunately, he was not able to keep his Expo up. If he kept his Expo up, I think this game looks much, much different. You can see Grinchy was not going to go for the standard army that a lot of Night Elves just die to Zinithin with. He tried something different. But unfortunately, both of the Expos going down led to this. So that's a 1-0 so far for Mr. Zinithin. Ah, that was dirty. I don't know if they made the same game name. They did. Alright. I don't know what you're talking about. I do this all the time for GNL. When I actually try casting, it might not be good, but I do cast. We're waiting on Grinchy. Grinchy might be, rewatching the replay or something just to see what went wrong or talking to someone about what potentially went wrong. Don't blame him. Why are we Zenny focusing him? All right, looks like we're going Autumn Leaves. That might be Grinchy's map because Zinithin did just move us over to it. I don't know, I honestly don't know what you do as a Night Elf for someone like Zinithin. Like, how do you prepare for that? It's just so different. It's like playing a Night Elf playing Hot Style, where you go Insta Expo and you got a Fire Lord. I don't know how to deal with that because no one does it. Like, I only played like Say So when you do it. So on top of that, I had a fucking 500 MMR better player doing it to me. Didn't help. But like, it's hard to prepare for someone like Zinithin. Are there any more games today? I don't think I think there is one that I just can't cast. Where is it? Where's the scheduling channel? There's one at 5 p.m. But I'm gonna be at a family dinner. Dr. Linguini versus Solstice. Solstice over prepares for everyone. I don't mean that in the mean way. I mean that in a he spends all week preparing hardcore for each match. So I'm a little scared to see what he brings in because we did say Dr. Linguini, we're giving you a hard ass match. Good luck, have fun. So we'll have to see on that one. Alright, there's Grinchy. Hello, Elu. So it's 1-0 for Mr. Zinithin. We're on Autumn Leaves. I'm trying to think, what about this map may Grinchy love? Is that your Discord or mine? What do you mean? I don't have Discord sounds on, so it's you then, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like, listen. There's something fucking weird about people who have Discord sounds on. Either that or you're in no Discords. Because if I had Discord sounds on, I would get no fucking sleep. Ever. How do you be in a person, like a 9,000 person Discord for like Jim, for example, with the sounds on? Even like pings for like, you got pinged, private message. Nope. Alright. 1-0 for Mr. Zinithin. Oh, he's going for the ghoul pull. Now. Please, Grinchy. I'm only saying this because I want game 3. Zinithin's trying to do a ghoul pull. This is not the map to do a ghoul pull on. Why? Because if there is... You can ghoul pull here, and you see him checking this. You can ghoul pull here. He's checking this. You can't ghoul pull this. You can't ghoul pull it. It's physically impossible. And Grinchy knows. This is probably why Grinchy picked this map. So Zinithin is now behind. I mean, Cucumber, you're not wrong. Okay, that was even worse. He doesn't realize you can't ghoul pull that. You're not wrong, Cucumber, but, like, that's how all Discords work. Sure, some are more active, but it's always going to be a lot. Like, a lot of not so talkative people. Oh, maybe that's because I'm just in Warcraft Discords then. I don't know. Alright, so we got the Keeper opening. Does the shop trick. I mean, Grinchy's in an amazing spot. Not only does Zinithin not get the Ghoul Pull, which in itself really hurts you. You can try killing Wisp, but Grinchy's good enough to, you know, juggle him. But then he lost the Ghoul. Alright. Cucumber, I also get 10-ish PMs a night. So I would kill myself if I had to hear that all the time. Alright, so Grinchy is kind of starting to creep. I don't know if he meant to. Oh, yep, he definitely did. He feels confident that he's going to push this off. He's saving the entangles for when Zinithin tries to suck. Now, the bad part for him is that means he doesn't have trees to help creep this a little bit quicker. Entangle also works. You might just entangle, but then Zinithin can always come back. And here we go. Does he get much of a suck off? He might be going for the last hit. Does he get it? Nope. He gets the item, but it's not a big item here. He entangled the Dark Ranger just to mess with it, so he couldn't get the last hit. But that also means then the Dark Ranger got a little bit of sucking. So, like, Zinithin's going to be able to rebuild. Like, he's going to be able to get all this health back. He's an undead, which means normally he wouldn't be able to. Not quickly. But due to the nature of the Dark Ranger, he's going to be able to just get that all back. While all this is happening, Grinchy Expo. So, Grinchy also obviously going to be able to get back his life right there. So, this is an optimal start for Grinchy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now the question is, Zinithin didn't go for his like patented necro bullshit that Grinchy has to be ready for. He went for ghouls and frostworms. He could go guards, right? But not probably on one base. I mean, I would, but he could go guards, let's say. I don't think he's going to go like a standard army. Like a Fiend A-Bomb type thing. Maybe, maybe not. Grinchy's building a second AOW. Grinchy's not going for a standard army either. I don't know why you would get that second AOW unless, like, he's thinking maybe mass archer with orbs with MGs up front. Or maybe he's going to go, like, mass air. That'd be interesting, mass hippos. Never see that. Alright. Here it comes. Hopefully he does get some fairies. I mean, he's going to have an expo. Hopefully he gets some fairies. They'll be good versus the Necros. I'm a little scared of, like, mass archers or something like that, to be honest. And he's really not massing archers. I would expect if that was his plan, he would be making more archers, but he's not. So, honestly, I don't know what the plan is. Grinchy hasn't scouted this yet. Zinithin's staying tier 2. I don't know if intentionally or not yet. We'll see when the next bit of wood comes in. Firelord with Keeper.
Forces are under attack.
Huh. Well, he's staying tier 2. he's getting 1 statue into Meat Wagon, which to me means shit's gonna be hitting soon. Because he's staying tier 2. If you were gonna wait a while, you'd probably wait to get the Meat Wagon. Grinchy, I think, kind of knows what's up. He definitely knows what's up now. But he's just trying to do damage. He's trying to slow down the push so he can get enough of whatever he wants. I don't even know what he wants. He's not making anything back home. The silence is painful. He's gotten... Is it 2 or 3? Looks like 3. That's a very good hit for Grinchy. Nope. Well, maybe... I don't know. I don't know if he actually built it from there. Either way, that was a good hit. Very good from Grinchy. Doesn't lose anything. Just a TP. He's going Hunts. I didn't think Hunts. I'm not going to lie. Hunts versus Necros, not something that I'm normally like, oh, that's something you see. But then again, you don't see Necros either, so what do I know? I am scared for this, though. They're still unarmored. So, you can see here they take extra damage from siege attacks. But then again, if he goes heavy, they take extra damage from magic attacks. And that's a bunch of Necros. I don't actually know what's best. Wait, Zinithin's going tier 3. Interesting. That was a long time that he stayed tier 2. It's like he abandoned whatever idea he had, maybe. I still don't know what's happening with Grinchy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just mass tier 1 units? Alright, here we go. No need to upgrade? I mean, there is. I mean, like, heavy armor ain't bad. It's only bad when the guy has matched magic damage, which is why now I'm thinking out. But he also has piercing. So, like,
The town is under siege.
I don't know. Maybe I'd upgrade it. I think I would upgrade it. Dude, this DR, he might just he's trying to force the DR home, I think. And the DR is just sucking away. Oh my god, Grinchy. He meets the Necros out in the middle of which is good, right? It means that, like, a lot of them are gonna wear out. Unless Grinchy overreacts and dispels on all of them. However, there's some bodies over here. So, if Grinchy just waits a little bit, doesn't overreact, this Meat Wagon does not have that many bodies. This is not scary. The bouncing glaives. Would be nice. Alright, we're staying here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, I'm getting spam text messages. This is looking good for Grinchy. I am still a little bit scared just because, like, Necros rely on bodies, right? Obviously. He's got some hunts up front, but, like, a couple hunts die, a couple archers die, all these bodies. But it is 4-3 heroes to 1 level 3. I don't like this. I feel like he needs to save up the bodies. He's just feeding XP. Although, okay, he got a wisp. Made him deado. Like, Grinchy needs to keep making wisp then. He has plenty of wood, don't get me wrong. But if he gets caught in a fight after using his Wisp or losing his Wisp to random Skelly run-bys, this could go bad, right? He has some more back here, but you always got to be careful of that. There we go. Bouncing glaives will be pretty big. The only downside now is you take reduced damage from piercing attacks, which is nice. However, they're going to take extra damage from the magic attacks. But on the other hand,
A player's forces are under
that's a
attack.
lot of skellies. I don't know. I don't know what's the right answer. Zinithin wants to spread out his skelly army because one Wisp does not get rid of all these skellies. He wants it so that, like, he's got to detonate, like, 8 to get rid of it all. But once again, Zinithin preempted... Oh, this is a lot of bodies. He's not going to have the same issue we had last time, right? These skellies are going to run out, and then all these skellies are going to be able to run right back in. Now we got Stanky Cloud. All of these hunts are just dying. The archers are in the back doing nothing. But look at that. Holy shit. The Skelly... I mean, he can make more skellies. And he's got to. The Necros are out of mana. This statue is out of mana. If he can survive this push right here, he's in a great spot. He should suicide some more Wisp. He'll be okay. One more. Just get rid of it all. It's still kind of anyone's game, only because archers are paper thin. However, look at Grinchy's heroes getting ridiculous, but no more... Okay, fuck it. We have no more Expo. We have no more Expo. And Grinchy's ulti, if he ever gets there, can be silenced. Which is... Just aim the siege. Aim the siege. Grinchy gets one of the siege. That's pretty big. Because right now, Zinithin is hurting for mana. Of course, he can just naturally regen mana, but that's slow. His statue, pretty much out of mana. But he wants... I mean, that was a lot of meat wagons. 3 meat wagons is a lot of food. But Grinchy, he's got a lot of summons. But his tier 1 army kind of fell apart. He lost one of the AOWs as well. So he's only pumping out of 1 AOW tier 1 units.
A player's forces are under attack.
How much left in the gold mines? Plenty. They only start running out around 20 to 21 minutes into the game. Were the archers in the back voluntary? No, I cannot imagine Grinchy wanted to leave all these archers back here while he fought with his hunts. You want to keep them in the back, but you don't want to keep them out of the fight. And that was pretty big from Grinchy. It just helps reduce the amount of damage incoming because you're just killing things quicker. I think he wants big lava spawns. And he's going to get it. That's a nice item as well. He'll be able to chase down Zinithin if Zinithin ever runs. I don't know what Zinithin is doing. He's just banking on 50 food. Okay, I've made this joke before. And people don't appreciate it because you don't look in off-topic in gym. Zinithin hates taxes. So he refuses to go over 50 food. Because then he has to give money to the man. I don't understand it because he is Canadian, but I rarely see him go over 50 food. So he does it again. He summons some skellies, right? And that he's hoping to make Grinchy, so to say, blow his load on all of these skellies, right? Just
A player's forces are under siege.
all the wisp detonate, and then he goes, "That's cool. I got 3 freaking meat wagons full of stuff." So we're gonna have to see how this goes. He does summon some more, but again, plenty more where that came from. And here we go. The Endless Horde. Grinchy needs to get his summons out. He does. He's going to be basically fighting summons with summons. Also, thank you, Crispy Jensen. Ooh, he does silence a Wisp. That was nice. Zinithin was basically waiting for that. But there are more Wisps in the background. Way in the background, though. Alright, nice detonate. There's still more bodies, though. However, if you don't have a hero, you got to TP out, right? The Expo stays up. He didn't lose that many Wisps. He did lose his whole front line, though. And now, a Boneyard.
A player's forces are under attack.
Grinchy's playing like versus a campaign mission. I wonder if getting some siege, like Grinchy can't right now because he just needs more units, but I wonder if getting siege. Oh shit. Well, the other benefit of going only tier 1 units is that when Zinithin gets level 6 like he did, he's going to steal like a hunt. Although that's a big portion of Grinchy's army right now. It's 47 food to 62. And it's about to be 45 to 65 because Zinithin is going to come in and steal one. Alright, he silences the Wisp. So that means you cannot deal with the skeleton. Oh my god, did he just rotate those in? He needs more though. And there goes one of the hunts with the upgrades. And there's more bodies. He's going to have to bring in more Wisp. Where are the Wisp? There they are. But it's not that many. And you see the siege going to town on the Expo. Alright, well. 2 more seconds until he can get another lava spawn. But the Expo's down. He is about to get level 6, which is nice, but he can just silence it. Okay, he's getting the siege. That's actually huge. But again, behind this, BBDs. And you know what Grinchy's going to make? Hunts. Unless he scouts it. Wait, he's going for the DR. The DR does have a TP, though. It won't die. Like, even with the Venom, which will tick off soon, it cannot die due to the ticks of Venom. Alright, this is the one benefit for Grinchy. He gets to heal all fallen archers. The Expo is down again. He's trying to rebuild it. But there's only 700 gold left. Zinithin has 65 food. The problem is Zinithin has never lost like any of his Necros. The Necros have never died. The Skellies have. I really think in this type of fight, Grinchy probably needed a fairy. Even 1 or 2 fairies would have really been a bad time. Okay. No shot. This kills everything, but it would be hilarious if he did. Zinithin's expoing as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm not criticizing Grinchy with this. But Grinchy couldn't let his expo die. Either of those times. Like, he couldn't do anything. But that is all Zinithin cared about. Taking out the expo. And then going in again. And going in again. And slowly withering him away. He needed to somehow keep that expo up. Not that Grinchy knew that was going to come, but that was the game plan for Zinithin. He got, like, I don't really remember how often you see 3 meat wagons. He's not doing it. Nope, he is. He's going for 3 meat wagons. Usually you see 2. But 3 meat wagons kills things stupidly quick, especially with 2-0 upgrades. I don't see Volcano winning this game for Grinchy. Unless he, like, splits up his Keeper and his Firelord.
town is under siege.
right? And just uses his keeper ulti, forcing the silence.
A player's forces
But now we got Frosties that are going to have Frenzy. And he's stealing lava spawns. And there goes basically everything. He already used silence. So Grinchy cannot use his ulti. It's just too much. The horde of bullshit. The Norchakar way of playing undead. It's a pretty scary army. Grinchy's trying to the very end, but the end is near. Grinchy put up a good fight there. That was a good fight. And Grinchy, wrong screen. Grinchy has a problem, which is that he's suffering from success. He's doing really good for himself in games. So his captains and other captains look at him and go, "You need harder opponents." So that's what happens sometimes.